Hi, my name is Jim Stamberg. I'm the Area Director for Sin North. You may be following Sin North to pray for us or because of one of the ministry workers maybe that you're connected within Sin North. Just want to take a second today to just update you on where we're at as a ministry and how this is impacting our people and what we're doing up here. First of all, I want you to know that we are taking the directions from the CDC and other government organizations very seriously. Here in Alaska, school is out for the rest of the month as they take stock of what's going on. Restaurants are closing down. A variety of things are happening just like they are across the rest of the country. And of course, a state that depends heavily upon travel, we are being impacted by a lot of these different travel changes that are happening. One of our big concerns as we evaluate these different recommendations from the government that are coming out is the care of the people and the communities where our people minister. Yes, we're concerned for our safety, but that is not really our primary concern. Our primary concern is our neighbors and the folks in the communities where we minister in these smaller villages. Oftentimes these villages don't have very good health care available to them, and there's many elders and other folks in these communities who, if they do get sick with the coronavirus, it could be very problematic and very deadly. So we are taking the different travel recommendations seriously, for group meetings and all that sort of thing. Now, obviously, in many smaller villages, it's difficult to get a large group meeting to happen, so that's not our primary concern, but we are looking for ways to reduce the spread of the illness and keep people safe, and especially keep the neighbors and the people around us safe so that we're not the ones spreading the virus. That'd be one of our big prayer requests, is for the safety and health of the local people in the villages and small communities across the north. Secondly, we'd ask for wisdom for our leadership. We had a number of events planned, both small group and large group gatherings for this spring and going into this summer. We've already seen a couple of cancellations on events in the next couple of weeks, and small trips and different things that were happening, and now we're having to look further ahead towards the late spring and early summer to consider other programs and events that may need to be canceled. So we'd ask for your prayer for the wisdom of our leadership team to know which of these events we need to cancel now and which we can hold off on, and that God would give us His wisdom in knowing how to respond each day as these things go forward. The last thing I'd like to ask for prayer for is specifically that our people would know how to be the church in the midst of this epidemic that's going on around us, this pandemic. This time of the year in the north is already a difficult time for many people. Near the end of the winter, people have been inside a lot of times they're not doing well emotionally. Depression is often at its height this time of the year. Suicide rates often spike around this time of the year. And here everybody's being told to isolate and quarantine and be by themselves. That is not a good recipe for many of these communities and many people. So we just simply ask that God would give our ministry workers in the north wisdom into knowing how they can love their neighbors well, who they can call, who they should invite over, what that should look like. As people are trying to figure out how to practice social distancing in a small, intimate community and what that looks like, would you pray with us that our people would know how to reach out to their neighbors who might be not just physically isolated, but emotionally and relationally and spiritually isolated, and how they can break through that isolation with the good news of Jesus Christ and His love for us. So with that, I just want to thank you for supporting and praying for the work of Sin North and the ministry workers up here. We appreciate you. We could not be here without you. And please let us know how we can be praying for you. We know this is something that's affecting not just people across the north, but all across our country and all across the world. Thank you.